Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Hope you are all having a wonderful day. As always, today's video is going to be a quick one, and it has to do with removing this water stain. Now, when you're back here, it's really hard to see, but if you get at an angle, you can see it's a pretty substantial water stain. One there and a little one right there. I'm hoping to get rid of that. I'm going to talk to you about how it occurs, maybe, and what we're going to use. So let's get to it. That's the problem with light colored interiors. When you're right on top of them, you can't see them, but the slightest little thing will cause a stain like that, water wise. And I did not buy this vehicle new, so I've probably had it 2 years now, maybe a little longer, and I know what you're going to say. You should have saw it by now, but I don't know if this is how I got it. I'm assuming during the quick detail process that they do at the dealerships when you buy a vehicle, and that's where I bought this from, is from the Chevy dealership locally. They do a quick detail, and if they have any stains, they break out the steam machine, hit it with that water vapor and all that stuff, and yeah, it'll blast out the stain. But if you just blast it and allow it to dry, a lot of times it will cause because the water will go in the stain, and it makes it migrate out. And then as it dries, it'll come back in ever so just slowly, and it just ends up drying. Now, is that what happened here? I have no idea. No idea at all. But you can see how big it is. It comes over here. And like I said, that's one of the things with having light colored interiors. Now, what I would normally use on a product like on something like this, a stain or upholstery or whatever, is a product called Tough Stuff. It's an aerosol can. It's always done a great job. But I got this product from a company called Lithium Auto, and I want to try it because I've heard nothing but great things about it, and I wanted to try it and see if it would work on this. And that's what we're going to be using. Hyper Cleanse by Lithium Auto. We're going to be using that, a little bit of water to wet my microfiber towel, so I can try to soak up the area surrounding the stain and hopefully extract that dirt that way. And to scrub it with is I'm going to be using a small microfiber brush. That way I can work it in ever so slightly without having to scrub it. I can just spray the stain, right? My thought process is spray the stain, or the brush rather, work it in, right? Take the rag, dry side, mat it, flip it over to the wet side, and kind of blot it. Flip it back over to the dry side again and try to work it out that way. Will it work? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. I think I'm gonna start on the small one over there first and see how it goes. So let's get to it. Again, here's the stain. I hope it's coming through on camera. I really can't tell on the GoPro, but it's right here. It's darker than the one over there. Like I said, that's the problem with having these light colored interiors. They look really good, but they are a pain to keep clean. So I'm gonna take my Hyper Cleanse, get the sprayer primed, right? Then I'm going to take it and spray the tip of this and work it in and see if that works. Now, this might be a stain that's so old, so dirty, that just will not come out. But as you can see already, you can see it's starting to lift. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I feel I can't get any more out. And look at that, all but gone. But as you can see, it's starting to migrate out, and that's what I want to prevent. That's probably what caused the stain to start with, is in the detail process. And so that's all but gone. There might be just a little bit left. So what now I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dry microfiber and blot that area. Okay? Try to get out any of that stain, any of that dirt, get as much of the cleaner out of it as I can. Pull all that out that I can, right? And that looks 100% better already. But now I'm going to take the corner of the microfiber towel, dip it in some water that I have in a cup, okay? And I want to kind of stop that cleaner from working, kind of get it out of there, kind of rinse it out of the fabric, also while maybe rinsing the dirt out of the fabric as well, if that makes any sense. As you can see, the water's migrating, but I'm okay with that for right now, because again, I'm going to take this dry microfiber and soak up all that water that I can. And as you can see, as I do it, it kind of blends into the fabric. So it's telling me that I'm getting what I want out, because you can see it disappearing. Now, will I get it all out? No. But if I can get 85 to 90% better, I will be more than happy with that. Oh, I'm sorry. So I just want to keep rubbing it and get as much of that water out as I can. All right. And hopefully that will do it. You can see this is a much larger area, so it's going to take a little bit of time. And I won't make you watch the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and start the process right here and kind of work my way out that way and then over that way. And like I said, just sitting back here in the back, you really can't see it, but when you go up to the front and look back, that's when you see it. That's why when I'm back here cleaning the Tahoe, cleaning the car, I don't really see it. And the reason I did see it, my mother-in-law was sitting in the back seat one day as we was riding along down the road, and I happened to look in the mirror and she moved her head, and when she moved her head, this stood out like a sore thumb from the front. So let me give it a whirl and see what happens. Let's first spray the well, we're doing it just like before. Rather than spraying the brush, since this is such a large area, I don't want to take all day, I'm lightly misting it with the spray and then hitting it with the brush. And then I'm doing the same thing, going back and trying to get out all the excess that I can. Right? I will actually stop the cleaner from spreading to the localized area and spreading the dirt. So if I do that, then come back and hit it with a damp rag, that will help pull out, extract some of the cleaner, because you can see as I add the water, it just foams up, which that's okay too. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe the whole area while I'm right here. Take a dry rag and wipe it down. As you can see, that foaming is going away. So, we'll do this area over here and we'll be back in a minute. Let me get you off the tripod, hold on. As you can see, I ended up just doing the whole area. The reason for that is I wanted to try to blend the area. So what I did was I sprayed the area with the cleaner, worked the cleaner into the stain, then I took the dry microfiber and blotted all that up that I could, okay? Then I went along and took the wet microfiber or damp microfiber, and let me show you with this dry one. I kind of wet the area, which caused it to foam up a little bit, which is fine, but then I kind of blended it in, you know, this way to try to take any of that leftover dirt or any of that leftover cleaner and try to work it out, try to blend it into the surrounding area. Hopefully that'll do it. We'll find out in a little bit. If it doesn't, then I'll have to hit it with the tough stuff like I normally use, because I've used it on light interiors before and I know it won't, it does what I want it to do. But that's the whole point of using this product today, to see how good it really is, because I have heard nothing but great things. So let's see how it dries. All right, now for the test. I haven't looked yet. It's been about 2 hours, gave it plenty of time to dry. It's like 70 degrees here in a black car, so it's good and hot. So let's see how it looks. Oh wow, look at that. I mean, it has done an absolutely amazing job. I hope that's coming through. I'm trying to get it at all the angles and everything, but that stain is completely gone. How about this one over here? Yep, completely gone. That worked really good. Wow, I am very pleased with that. Like I said, I've always used tough stuff for my stains and whatnot, but I wanted to give this a try because I heard really good things about it, and I give it 2 thumbs up. Now I'm gonna find something really hard to try it on and see how it does with that. But yeah, 2 thumbs up, great product, recommend it to anybody. Doesn't even have one of those chemical smells. You know how a lot of these products, like the tough stuff, has that chemical smell? But anyhow, this doesn't. Really, really good product. So until next time, we'll see you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I am fixing to go for a ride.